Hello and welcome to another Ready and Roll video. Today we're taking a look at a very lucky find that I made while at Darksphere over the weekend. And as you can tell, it's the Christmas Battleforce for the Imperial Knights. The Valourstrike lance. Yeah. This is cool. Bit of background: I play Guard, Astromilitarum, and Death Guard, and I wanted a knight to add to that army. But I saw this and I was like, okay, I've got a bit of extra money from selling my phone. So I decided, sod it, I'm just going to go for this box because it's just better value. So yeah, the box comes with 4 armatures that can be built as either variant, and a Questoris knight. I can't remember what. There we are. So you can build it as the Knight Errant or the Knight Paladin. I'm intrigued as to how shaky this is going to be, because this is a new phone that I'm recording on. So the audio's probably not going to be much improved, but I'm hoping the video quality is. When I was using this to browse Darksphere's shelves, because if you're not aware of Darksphere, in West London in Shepherd's Bush, they have all of their product behind the counter, so you can't walk up, pick up the box, have a look at it, see what it looks like up close. You have to, ask for that product. Like, you can still see it. Like, it's not like Argos in that way. Like, you can still see the product physically on the shelf, but you just can't pick it up and hold it unless you ask to see it up close. And for me, as I've mentioned in the past, I'm registered blind. That makes things awkward for me. But I saw this and went, ooh, fuck it, let's pick this up. So yeah, box is a little bit beaten up because there were potentially, I don't know what the capacity of that place is, but I feel like if I said 250 to 300, I probably wouldn't be far off, possibly even more. So let's get this out. Yeah, so it's all rather simple. It's just a big tray of stuff. I was telling an anecdote as to the reason why this is a bit knackered. Basically, I do not do well in crowds. So once I had this in my hand, I was squeezing it for dear life because I was anxious as fuck. Basically had an anxiety attack in Darksphere just because of how horrendously crowded it was. But yeah, so you get your instruction booklets for both knights, so armigers, and the Knight Paladin and the Knight Errant. Interestingly, something that was revealed around the time that this came out is that, if you're not aware, you can buy I think it's just called the Questoris Knight box, which comes with everything that this frame of Knight can be built as in plastic anyway. There are a couple extras that are resin. But this, for some reason, only includes the kit that was released back in 2014. which is odd. I get the feeling they did that because they knew that, because they did a similar box either last year or year before, and I think they realised that they'd made a box that was maybe too good a value, so they tried to pare it back somewhat. So yeah, you get a lot of sprues, lots and lots of sprues, which I'm going to move here. I'm going to give the camera a nudge so we can properly look at the sprues. So this is the Armiger sprues. So this builds the Warglaive or Armiger Helverin or Warglaive. Yes, there we go. Either Helverin or Warglaive. So Helverin is the guns, and the Warglaive is the more melee-ish. It's got a melee weapon at least. These stats are probably going to be out of date because I don't know that they do this anymore. Actually, no, they might be. Yeah. Because I think the flag thing. I think the flag on the stats is the objective control, so they are good for TADZ. But you know, I have other ways of getting that information. Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. I'm forever impressed with Games Workshop minis. Actually, like it is very rare that I see a mini that I'm like, that's not great. Like, even if you don't like the miniature, like aesthetic, I don't think there's much argument for saying Games Workshop make bad miniatures. Like, occasionally they'll make a miniature that maybe is a bit boring or departs from what you'd expect, especially for like legacy miniatures where they're remaking a miniature for the first time in however many years. Like what's his face? Kotiaz, for example. Like his mini isn't a bad mini. It's just, compared to the old Kotiaz, it's boring. The sculpt and the quality of the sculpt is still top notch. It's just a bit dull. Compared to, you know, what we have come to expect. Anyway, yeah, nothing too fancy here. Body, bits for the arms, legs, armour. It's not much different. In fact, there's no difference because you get 4 of the same kit for the armigers. So that's those. And then you get 4 of this sprue, which is the Helverin. It's the Helverin sprue. With shoulders, knees, and toes. No, just the shoulder armour, leg/knee armour. So, got that. And then there's Helverin. And then here's the Warglaive armour. Big sort of twin chainsword thing. Yeah, really quite mean looking. Like when this first got shown off, I wasn't keen on it. I just thought that's a weird stubby chainsword, and I'm not a fan. The more I've seen it over the years, the more I've gone, that's cool. It's a giant robot with a chainsword. That's just cool. And then there's I think it's called a thermal lance. It's like a big melter gun, basically. Then you've got more of the same sprues. So you could, if you wanted to, make 4 of the same knight or same armature. I don't think I don't know why you do that, just because both are cool, in my opinion. And from what I can tell, both are fairly viable. And then, of course, we get to the main event, which is the main Questoris Knight. Come to the legs and feet first. So, like you can see by the size, hand for scale, how big that foot is. Yeah, like this is going to, from what I've seen, these are a good, like, 10 inches tall? Is that too much? 10 inches? I want to make this a ongoing series of me building this kit, so once it's assembled, I'll measure it. Here's the sort of main body of your armature with stub guns. Oh, you get some purity seals. That's fun. I want to make my knight a bit renegade, so I can justify using it in both my loyalist and chaos armies. So I probably won't use those. I will ask if Leo wants those purity seals though, and as well. You get quite a few purity seals. I didn't realise that. That's nice. Though, given that you can ally Sisters of Battle, technically, as part of the what's the army called? Agents of the Imperium? You can, yeah. So that's cool. What's this for? Interesting. Yeah, here's your arms and your weapons. So you've got this big like step up from this. Look at the size comparison. That's funny. That's cool. Yeah. I could magnetize these, but I just can't be fucked with it, honestly. It just sounds like more faff than I can be bothered with. Which I know is going to bother some people, but yeah. I'm almost definitely just going to pick a variant and go for that. Yeah. You've got your sort of cannon, your rapid fire battle cannon, I think it's called, which I think is a very funny idea. Giant ass chainsword. So either variant uses the chainsword. It's just whether you want to turn people into hot slag or put shells the size of a person's fucking torso into things. I am quite smitten with the latter Though turning things into hot slag is also fun. Anyway, yeah. Very nice looking bits. And now we come to the bases. So you get 4 of these bases. And 1 of these. So just because I'm intrigued, let's see. Uh, 10, 20. Okay. But 110-ish mil by I'm sure there's almost definitely actual measurements on Games Workshop's website, but I can't be bothered to pause the video, go to GW's website and do that. So 110 by 170 by 100 mil exactly. Yeah. And finally, if I can pick it up with my fat hands, or fat fingers, more accurate, transfer sheet, which, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use transfers. I've never really got on with transfers, but that's what it looked like. Yeah, it's a shame there's no stuff for, so maybe use the numbers and the skulls actually. Though I might make kill tallies out of actual skulls, or not actual skulls. I've got the Citadel skulls box, and I might use those and have create a kill tally or something. Yeah. So there's plenty of plastic to work on, and I'm gonna probably get started on that. Maybe right now, actually, because I want to enter this army, because it is an army now. I didn't intend to, like I said at the start, I was just after a night. But now I've got a whole bastard night army. Which, I call it that, but I'm kind of chuffed. But I could sell the armor just because they're probably going to be useful to some. But sod it. Minis. If I can get all this stuff back in the fucking box, would be wonderful. Even though I'm going to be getting it right back out of the box again. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just filling time while I faff around, which is very me, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And put that there. So yeah, that's the Valourstrike Lance. Very cool box. Like I said, there's a bit of a unfortunate thing with it not coming with every option for the main knight, but also the variants you can make are still very, very cool, and I'm happy with them. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make more videos on this, make it like a project for 2025. So if you want to see that, like and subscribe. Should have said that earlier, because no one ever watches this far into the video. But if you have watched this far into the video, thank you. And take care of yourselves. See you in the next one.